Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here today, the 6th of May of 2026. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday, my dear Taurians. Thank you for joining us here. I'd like to announce a couple of things before we do our reading today, because most of you know that I'm still getting over my cold. You know that this channel has been struggling for quite some time. And I've been looking over, statistics and numbers and views and things like that. So what I realized was, and a big thank you to our patrons especially, who have been supporting this channel. We've been able to keep our head above water for the past few years, and it's sort of gotten really hard the past few years. There's a lot of competition, obviously, and it's understandable. A lot of people are working from home through the internet. Even though we've been here for 10 years, it's been a long winding road to get here to the 10th year celebration. Special thank you, and again I'm going to say to our patrons. Back in the early days, we used to upload videos on Vimeo, which was really nice. It worked really well. So what we used to do was we would extend the reading through Vimeo. And going back to looking at the statistics and the views and concerning Patreon, we've still got those very loyal patrons that are keeping us afloat here, but I've noticed that, times are busy, people are running around, they've got other fires to put out, let alone even watch what they're paying for, subscribe to. So I've seen that the views, even on the Patreon views, are low. And I thought all this work going to waste. I've done astrology analysis 2 hours and 3 hours worth, and I'm thinking, who's watching my work? And it's our analysis through Patreon on the astrology readings of the new moons, full moons, and the month ahead. Astrology is very educational as well, and I feel that all that work is not being valued. So I thought, okay, let's start off memberships. And I've released, for those who are interested in becoming a member and supporting this channel through a monthly subscription, a small monthly subscription that they could get to view and learn through the astrology analysis pertaining to full moons, new moons. I'll be uploading some past videos as well, because through example we learn, whether it's a retrograde analysis on Mercury, or whether it's the Venus star point. I've done a lot of very technical analytic readings relative to the astrology. So I'll be here or there uploading those and giving members the opportunity to support this channel, as well as learn through our examples and our analysis videos. Also, I'm thinking to, because, people are so busy, not everyone wants a, hour plus love reading. Some of you do. So I'm thinking maybe to split, give you the bigger picture here on YouTube for free, because my time is very, very precious as well as yours. So you could support us through purchasing or through memberships, seeing the second part of the love reading. But I'll be also doing extra readings for members only, some shorts and things like that. So you can get into the information by pressing the join button beneath this video, and you could see what is on offer and how much you would pay and support us. So I'd like to thank you in advance, And thank you for your love and your support always, even through purchasing a personal reading. So I'm thinking to do that, and I've been thinking about memberships and holding off for a long time now, but we've gotten to the point where the views are so low that really I've been thinking of even stopping doing any readings, or I'm thinking of possibly going back to the way things were in the past, 12 readings, love readings mainly, for each zodiac sign at the beginning of the month, and then mid-month 12 zodiac love readings as well. So I'm sort of still thinking about what I'm going to do about that, because that could be extra that I'll be offering here on Divine Debut 11. So I think that's what we're going to do today. We'll do the first part of the reading, and then we will extend this reading through memberships and see how that goes. As many of you know, I have been busy with a Maryl Cup application, which I'm really excited to announce today that tarot is also included now in the Maryl Cup application, which is available through Google Play Store for Android phone users, and we're striving to get it to the iPhone, iOS users through the App Store, and that will happen soon. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I feel that the application is absolutely gorgeous now. I'm so excited about it. And I've already uploaded I think it's a short that I've done, saying that, announcing that, and showing some of the features. I mean, you can ask Maryl Cup for 1 card, a daily card, or 3 card a spread, whether it's career, what is it that you're needing guidance on, even 10 cards, the Celtic cross. So it actually gives you the card, whether it's upright or reversed, the explanation, and then it gives you a readout of the whole reading. So I'm very, very excited about that. I think that is the cherry on the cake relative to this application, which is not only Greek coffee cup reading, Greek or Turkish, whatever you call it, but it's also dream interpretation, numerology, as well as you can run your chart there, okay, and see your planetary placements. So we are perfecting it, making it better, diligency, Virgo, right? And I'm part of a group that is connected to and creating this Maryl Cup application. Thank you so much to those that have downloaded and tested and rated as well. Don't forget to do the latest update. It is the best. You need to have it with you every day. Take your card, the guidance for the day. Take any questions that you're wanting guidance on and see what comes through for you. So, okay, let's begin. Let's go into love. We will be taking, as I said, a second part, an extended part to this reading. So let's begin. Let's see what's going on in love. I know everything has been a struggle. Finances, life in general has been a huge struggle, especially this past full moon in Scorpio that we've had. It's been really, really gnarly, and I hear it from a lot of people. We're seeing the outcome, and it's still playing out till mid-month of May, until that new moon in Taurus that I'm very excited about. So let's see what's going on. What is the Karma Dharma? Concentrate on your person. We'll be taking some love messages, some, excuse the throat, some timing cards as well. I think in the extended we'll be taking a lot more clarity on the positions of the spread. So if you're wanting more clarity, do consider becoming a member. Patreon is still continuing, still with our obligations to patrons. Remember that with memberships you could also have the readings before YouTube does for free. So members get the some readings earlier on. So let's go. What is the Karma Dharma? As the moon is transiting through Capricorn, We've just recently, and yesterday, it's still playing out, Mercury from Taurus squaring off to Pluto in Aquarius. So some difficult conversations, some difficult revelations, needing to sort of push through and trying to get some answers, right, relative to things that were hidden, secrets, emotional matters to do with the psyche. And you know, Pluto is Scorpio, and we're still in the full moon Scorpio energetically. So let's see. What is the Karma Dharma? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. We've got the Hanging Man. So Pisces comes through, the Hanging Man. And of course, this is all about seeing things from a different perspective. Maybe there's a hold up, there's a hold on, there's a necessity for releasing, feeling as though you've been penalized, possibly being the martyr, being the doormat, everyone's doormat, loving unconditionally and not seeing the return on that. Or there is some karma, possibly a release of any karma, anything toxic that's been going on for you and in your life. Remember that the Hanging Man, Pisces, is the natural 12th house. It does speak to karma maybe that you've been dealing with, that you're needing to release. Possibly also some karma that you've been carrying, passed on from past generations. Who knows? Pisces, remember, is we are all one. This is unconditional love. This is spirituality. This is your beliefs as well. The North Node is transiting through Pisces, and that's the collective future consciousness that we need to follow. So remember, Jupiter is still transiting Cancer and in good aspect to the sign that Jupiter rules, which is Pisces. Okay, so thank you for joining us. We're in the chat with you. Here is the chart. Just taking a quick look here. And here is the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Here is Jupiter in Cancer in sextile aspect to the South Node, which in Virgo, which is what we need to release, and in trine aspect to the North Node in Pisces, which is what we're trying to reach. And remember that a trine aspect is a Jupiterian aspect, whereas the sextile aspect is like a Venusian aspect. So we've got the help from Jupiter as to release anything toxic, even getting out of our own way, getting out of our comfort zone relative to the South Node in Virgo. And Virgo is all about perfectionism, being of service to others, getting stuck on the little details. This is what we need to release. We need to believe. North Node in Pisces. We need to trust. North Node in Pisces, right? Here is the Sun in Taurus. The Moon is transiting through Capricorn, so this is very positive for earth and water signs. The Moon is going to come up to trine the Sun. As relative to earth, practical matters, matters pertaining to reality, physicality, right? Earth. But we've already got, because the Moon is our emotions, right? It's our it's our fears, it's our higher self, our psychic ability. The Moon is in good aspect to Mercury in Taurus. And Mercury is the communicator. Taurus is the reality. Taurus is Venus ruled. Sweet words, kind words, even finances, talk of security, talk of finances, money. But remember, here is Pluto squaring off to Mercury. This is still playing out. Unfortunately, but what is it that I wanted to say? I forgot. It escaped me. Yeah, so words that are spoken now are serious. They're not airy-fairy and up in the air. Mercury in Taurus. Taurus is a stable, fixed earth sign. So any talks will bring security, financial, emotional. Okay. Now we also see Mars heading up to Chiron. Mars is anything cutting, it's the scalpel. Chiron is also surgery. Again, something that we need to cut away. Now Mars is in his power, he's in Aries, he rules Aries. And remember that Mars is a warlike energy. It's this is, I'm ready to go on that journey. I'm going to fight. I'm going to push through. I desire this. I desire to find a conclusion. Whether I can find a revelation or a resolution to what's been holding me back, right? We've even got Saturn in Aries. Aries is the new beginning. And Saturn speaks to maturity, needing to wait before that initiation, right? That cardinal fire energy. So just take care with whatever you're striving to accomplish, whatever you're beginning, just take a little bit of care, because Mars in Aries and on Chiron could be a little bit of trouble. Yeah, and this is what I wanted to say also, that Mars is squaring off to Jupiter. There can be some enthusiasm that you can find the resolution, that you can cut away the past. Just make sure you're ready for that new cycle. You've been diligent and you've, instead of taken leaps of faith without thinking, because that's what Aries is. It's the fool's journey, right? And the fool's journey is, I'm at the edge of the cliff and I'm ready to take that dive into the unknown, into the future. So don't do anything rash or crazy. That could be a little bit dangerous, or there will be no turning back. Okay, so this is the new journey. There's excitement, but there's still a few things that we need to release that have been holding us back, right? The Hanging Man. So let's see what's coming through. Let's see what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Do concentrate on the person, the relationship that you're hoping to manifest. Let's go. We've got a King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, a mature love offer here. This is more Scorpio than anything else. What is the challenge here? We've got the Chariot. Cancer. This could be a relationship that's, this is a mature offer in the upright. I'm hoping that this would be in the upright. Remember, this is a general reading though, so we need to see what the surrounding cards are, but the challenge is movement, decision, dilemmas, tweaking things, or someone having the emotional maturity and the confidence to move forward. Now, this could be an emotional relationship with someone that's physically at a distance. This could be also someone that lives at a distance to you, or someone that travels a lot for work, right? This could be someone that's very creative. If this is a Scorpio individual, Scorpio is a deep, very secretive sign, very mysterious, very mystical, doesn't open up emotionally. They're either in or not, or out. They don't trust easily. And sometimes the shadow side to Scorpio could be control, a form of control, or jealousy, or, the Chariot, remember, it's like needing to hone in on the energies, to decide if there are choices, right, and dilemmas. Someone needs to be powerful enough, trust in their emotions, in their higher self, because Cancer is a water sign. It's very psychic. Cancer, Scorpio we've got here. And trust that they can take their life to where they want it to, relative to love and emotions. Now, the challenge could also be something to do with the past, something to do with family. Remember, Cancer rules the natural fourth house. Let's take the reading. Let's take the spread. Let's put a little bit further here because we won't be able to fit the reading in. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, crowning the reading. Virgo energy. Eight of Cups. This is the karma. This would be more the dharma. Someone knowing their self-worth. The Nine of Pentacles is like the minor arcana of the Empress, someone that knows their worth, someone that can stand on their own emotionally, physically. They're very independent, but you see that her value is outside of where she is. Her abundance is outside of where she is because she's separated. She's in a situation, the windows, they look like she's in an imprisoning situation where she's ready to step outside because the abundance is not where she's sitting. No, she's having a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. She's waiting on her security. I don't know if she's given her power away, right? She may have given her power away and waiting on the abundance, the security to come from elsewhere, from the other person. Remember, Virgo energy is where the South Node is. Yeah? So maybe she's done all the work that she could. She's nurtured, she's provided. Remember, Virgo is very nurturing, very motherly. She's done as much as she could where she was, but she feels like she's trapped. Maybe she's waiting on the return. Maybe she's waiting for someone to save her. Her knight in shining armor. But maybe she's got a choice, because if she's still in the old story and she feels a sense of imprisonment because she feels a sense of obligation. Remember, Virgo Pisces, this is where the eclipses are happening. And Virgo can discern, but Pisces is all about I trust and I believe that what I've given out, that there's nothing, they won't take advantage of me. The other person will not take advantage, because unconditional love is even, I'm giving 10 and I'm receiving 0, right? I'm always messaging first. I'm always the one that's initiating. Why? Because I know that the love will be returned. But Virgo energy is, we need to also look at the practical. What is the reality of a situation? Virgo can discern and take off those rose-colored glasses, whereas Pisces is, no, I'm going to be wearing those rose-colored glasses because I trust. Let's see in the recent past. 8 of Cups at the foundation, the root of this reading is someone emotionally has not found those 10 of Cups, so they need to move on. And we've got Judgment. This is a Scorpio energy. This is Pluto. This is a crisis. This is hope for resurrection, a rebirth, right? But crisis in action. This is someone where love is concerned. They're going through a major metamorphosis, crisis, needing to resurrect their life because where they've been, there's been no happiness. They haven't found their bliss and their serenity. They haven't found the real thing, right? Let's see in the near future. We've got Knight of Pentacles. Again, a Virgo energy, but we know the Knight of Pentacles, this is very slow, sometimes even stopped energies. The inability to move forward. This is more about strategizing, perfecting, or even planning for the future. This Pentacle, this Knight knows where he wants to take this Pentacle. It's the relationship, but maybe there's perfectionism, maybe there's sacrificing my happiness for others, being of service to others. Remember what I said, Virgo is very motherly. So torn between my happiness versus my obligations. That's what I'm getting here. Let's look at the position of you. The Tower. This is a major shift. This is a big awakening. This is, what can I say? An awakening. What you've built hasn't been built on solid ground. Big change is unavoidable. You're going through, or you've gone through, an awakening through a moment of crisis. You're seeing things more clearly. You're being supported and guided through spirit. That's what the Tower is, as you could see. Now, Uranus, this is a card of Uranus for me, and Uranus is also like the Fool card, right? It's like we're being pushed, catapulted towards the future. Uranus is now in Gemini. Gemini is the twins, possibly the awakening of twin flames. Remember, Gemini is the twins, it's the twin flame, or it's dilemma about needing to make a choice. Gemini has hardship in making choice, right? The Tower in Gemini, it's the way we communicate, the way we perceive. How have you been communicating? Have you been truthful? Have you been open with your relationship? Because I see here that there's a sense of loneliness. Even though we're looking at relationship, it feels like there's a distance, emotional, physical. Something needs to change. You've been stuck, or you're stuck, or it's just been too slow. Someone's had a lot of hardship in releasing a past situation, their comfort zone. Their comfort zone may have been a past commitment, could have been their financial standing, could have been anything, family, whatever. Each situation will be different. Let's look at your environment. What's going on around you? And that's the position that I usually see the other person in. We've got a Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, so fire energy comes through. And in the traditional tarot, we see either someone pushing back on the relationship, or it's like someone's been fighting the ability to succeed with within this relationship, because maybe your person has been surrounded by naysayers, people that maybe they've shared information with relative to your connection that were against this relationship, or your person has been fighting very hard. This could be someone that was putting all their energy into succeeding with what they desire, and their desires could have been anything to do with work, entrepreneurship, their vocation. It feels like they had a lot of things that they needed to take care of, but they've sort of gotten to the point where they're now completing this, because we see the wands all, tidied up. It's like this person is building on something before they can chase their desires. He's holding the Ace of Wands, right? And whether they can take action moving forward. So it depends on who you are. Seven is also the Chariot. I don't know if this is talking about the 7th month, the month of July. 7 is also 7th house, relationships, partnerships. Let's see what is coming through in your hopes and fears. We've got the 10 of Cups, so the 8 is here and the 10 is here. So someone is hoping for, a completion point where their happiness is concerned, emotional abundance. But I do see it as a family card, and in the fear position, it could be someone fearing, because we also see a family here. We see a child, someone fearing or not trusting that they could, because maybe they feel like they need to sacrifice something, sacrifice their happiness for others, right? Whether it's family members, whether it's children, a family that they've built, a past commitment, an emotional chapter in their life. But this could also be what your person is thinking of. So their happiness, this is what they're hoping to manifest. This is what they're imagining, to be able to build a family. And maybe they're thinking of you as their lucky, their lucky star in their life. And why do I say that? Because of the rainbow here. Remember, 10s are they are a rounding up of an energy and a restart. So this could be talked or seen as the Ace of Cups. All right, so an opportunity coming in, someone who's hoping for a brand new beginning. For those of you that someone is not leaving a past relationship, someone maybe was just striving with a creative pursuit, a business, right? Money was very significant for them, financial security. I do see this as an ivory tower where someone was all about their money, possibly also challenged by contracts, partnerships, business, possibly also family-related business, right? And maybe they had put love on the back burner. But with the seven of wands here, which the next card which would be the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands could be flight, travel, if you're at a physical distance. It could be love messages that someone is striving to get, their point across, because what's on their mind is their bliss and their happiness. Happiness not only where, success is, because this is, the success is in the pocket. The Six of Wands are already down. It's the Seven of Wands, so past the stage of success now. Now what I want in my life is to build that happy family, that beautiful home with a picket fence, so on and so forth. Let's see what the possible outcome is. We've got Temperance. And this is Archangel Michael saying that clarity, the understanding will come, the balance, the serenity will come. There's an alchemy going on, right? We've got we've got Sagittarius, Scorpio very strong here. We've got Cancer. They're the major arcana cards. Pisces as well. Temperance comes after the Death card, right? The Death card is Scorpio. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone that has got those placements in their chart. Temperance is talking about patience and that healing needs to happen. Of course, at some point, the sun will rise again, because it's like having gone through, a shadow, a night chapter, a dark chapter, going through the dark night of the soul, going through those depths of Pluto, those fears of the psyche, fear of change, right? Remember, dark moon in Scorpio squared Pluto on the 1st of May, 1st, 2nd of May, which isn't an easy portal, an easy passage. So Spirit is saying be patient. Something is going to be worked out. What's at the foundation? We've got the Four of Swords. It's a waiting game. Someone needs to heal. There's been heartbreak. There's been a broken heart, third party interference. There's the Three of Cups. So a third party surely. Or someone needs to wait for a possible reconciliation. Someone possibly falling out of the equation. We see that this is the Three of Cups, where we see the couple here. The angel is in the picture here, and the angel is like a child. It's like a bambino, right? It's fresh energies. It could be also, again, children play a major role here, but the angel could also be Cupid. These two people are meant to be. They've been stricken by and hit by the poisonous arrow of Eros. It's not something that one can overcome, this love connection, right? And we've got the Two of Wands. So you see communication with someone that's physically at a distance, someone that's, worldly, someone that comes from a different part of the world. Could be also someone that is successful or well-known through business, right? Two of Wands it's like a passage again. It's an opening. It's a portal. And the birds are messengers. So you could be expecting possibly messages coming through. They're coming from a distance. Maybe choices have been made. We shall see. Let's take a Mirror's Love Oracle and get some more information. We'll be taking some love messages, the twin flame messages by Mystic Moon. We'll take 3 cards here and we'll take more in the extended. Let's see what's going on in love, please, Spirit. Thank you so much for your guidance. What's going on in love? We've got past love, a broken heart that needed mending, needed healing. We've got destiny. This is fate and destiny. This was meant to happen. We've got wallflower. This speaks to boredom. I get very strongly the Gemini energy. It doesn't have to be Gemini. It's like the twins, right? Her light side and her shadow side. And we see a dark figure, a dark masculine figure in the background. Now, this could be a third-party situation, but this could also say, because we see part of her shadow, and we see the male figure in the shadow as well. So it's like what I'm getting here is that this relationship needed to go through a dark night of the soul. Someone or both sides going, getting in touch with their psyche and their fears and their darker side before they can come out into the light. She's very unhappy here, obviously, and it feels like she's in a waiting game as well, possibly. Let's see what else. We've got dating, and this is an offer for a meeting. This is like the Two of Cups for me. So after a time of, needing to go through the darkness, needing to wait, needing to be patient, that's what the Hanging Man speaks to. That's what Temperance speaks to as well. There is a possibility here, and we see the moon. And the moon could also speak to, time-wise, it could be around a new moon, around a full moon, something like that. This is a physical meeting, so I don't know if you are dealing with someone that's physically at a distance. This is saying that someone is preparing to take action. They're very slow. There is a distance. There are dilemmas. There are choices. And it felt like a waiting game, which is still sort of showing up here with Temperance, maybe because you remember that Temperance is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Cancer. Jupiter is now moving direct and in good aspect to Pisces, which is the North Node. It feels like there are opportunities and potential for lots of divine source help, maybe divine timing. Maybe the timing is very soon. We see the sun. The sun is rising. It feels like a new day, like a new beginning. Okay, so there is potential here for a physical meeting, as I said. We've got a young male here, fair-skinned, reddish, wheatish, light brown hair. Someone who loves fast cars, convertibles, or someone that's coming in very quickly, and they're possibly traveling as well. Feels like someone who's in their casually dressed, someone that's down to earth. It could be water or earth energy here. I'm not going to rule out water as well because of the light colored eyes. Let's see what else. And we've got a brunette female. So it feels like a brunette female. The female seems to be a little bit darker than what the male is, unless she dyes her hair darker, because she's got more on the lighter side eyes as well. I'm going to take some Lavera Sibila in the extended here to get more information about what's going on here. Now, with the possible two females here, we see here we see a darker female here. She could be the wallflower, but the female in the darker, in the shadow, could be also a third person, right? So I'm going to take some Lavera Sibila and get more information on what this is talking about. But it seems like that's what we've got here. Oh, wow. And we've got a mature man. These could be two different divine masculine, an older and a younger as well. Again, he's dressed casually. He could have light-colored hair, or he's gone grey. Okay, smiling, down to earth. Someone who's quite experienced in their life. They've gone through maturing. They've got the experience. So this could be the same person. So for some of you that have been waiting for someone for a long time, time has passed. There's a sense of maturity. It's like, good wine, quality wine that matures through time. That's the maturing of this relationship, possibly. So we'll see with Lavera Sibila in the extended, okay, on memberships. But let's see, what else do we need to see here? Let's take some romance angels, see what the potential is, what's coming through for love. We'll take just a few tarot cards before we take the Lavera Sibila in the extended. Let's see what's going on. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So wherever you've been, this is taking the next step, going up. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. We might take a few more again in the extended, but these are the messages here. I see chemistry, which speaks to fire, desire. The engagement is more earth energy, and we've got fire, air, and earth here. I would say, with keep an open mind, right? The keep an open mind is how we perceive things, so it's more the air energy. Let's take a couple of cards here. What is the Knight of Pentacles in the near? No, first of all, let's look at the Judgment card here. Let's take a card on that. What was that crisis in the recent past relative to the Page of Wands, which is taking that leap of faith, sending out that message, the enthusiasm. It could be concerning decisions, dilemmas around this, a new beginning, travel, movement, or even a child. Why do we have the King of Cups and the Chariot in the now? We've got the Six of Cups, so some of you could be dealing with a soulmate, someone from the past, or there's something to do with children. King of Cups could be a father figure who's got children, so the dilemma is not an easy one. Or if you've been dealing with someone from the past, someone is preparing to return. Pluto is retrograding actually today. Retrogrades say that, and Pluto does rule Scorpio, so Scorpio is about change. Whether you're dealing with a Scorpio or not, we've all got Scorpio somewhere in our charts. But Pluto retrograde means he's very close to the Earth, so closer to the Earth speaks to greater potency. So there will be more potency of going back to the past. Pluto retrograde is possibly someone that is quite Plutonian, wanting to return back to your situation, wanting to connect. What is that Nine of Pentacles? The Ace of Wands. So someone is waiting on the light, waiting on an opportunity to get out of that imprisoning situation. Someone's waiting for the ability to press on the accelerator, because Earth is slow and fire is fast. This is like a takeoff, right? Someone ready to chase their desires. There's very strong sexual desires here, and potency for a new beginning, for an opportunity. What is the Knight of Pentacles in the near future? We've got the Three of Wands. And we actually see, we don't see someone waiting on their ship, so we see a connection here, a meeting, possibly. Collaboration, Three of Wands, right? Taking the relationship to the next level. There's physical distance here, possibly. Remember, water speaks to emotion. We've got water and earth. This is about building on the long term. There's been a lot of effort put in relative to this connection, because Three of Wands is looking out to the horizon, waiting on those ships. Feels like the ship has come close. Someone is coming closer. What is the Tower on you? The Five of Wands. This could be emotional, internal conflict. If you're dealing with someone, that could be physically at a distance, emotional conflict, relative to challenges where emotions and desires are concerned. This could be also you going through a big change because of the Tower. The Tower could be, if you've been in another connection, the Five of Wands is usually it could be a family card where there's conflict, external conflict around you, and you're going to go through a Tower moment. So something is coming down. You're going through change, and there could be a lot of frustration and anger here. What about, because we've got the Five of Wands, Seven of Wands now here. Let's look at your person and your surroundings. We've got the Seven of Cups, two sevens. So it looks like July is going to be very significant. Your person could be a little bit elusive about what they're wanting to offer you. Maybe they haven't been totally open with you, or maybe the changes, because sevens are all about change. They could be providing you with many options here, because this is your reading, right? Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. I will take one more. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. This could be your person daydreaming, even fantasizing, connecting with you. Or they may be confused about the steps that they need to take. So they're daydreaming at work. Or they've got some strong Virgo energy within them. They're hoping to perfect a situation. They're hoping to put effort in, or they're going to put effort and fine-tune or get to the bottom of the lack of clarity that they may have. If they've been confused about what's going on in your life as well, that is a possibility here. Some of you could also be connecting through work. Your person could be someone that's a very hard worker, or they're dealing with past issues that they're releasing that they haven't been very clear concerning what's going on in their life. Because remember, the South Node in Virgo, this is a Virgo card. And let's see what the outcome is. We've got the Moon card, and we're coming up to a new moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus is exalted. The Moon card, pay attention to your dreams. There will be revelations. Things will come to light. You need to be patient. And we've got a King of Wands here. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. King of Wands is an entrepreneur. Someone that doesn't shy away from what they desire. They are quite powerful. This could be someone that is communicating with you through telepathy. Right? This could be someone that holds strong water in their chart. They're very secretive. I do get Scorpio again, possibly here, because King of Wands, the red is passion, and Scorpio is also very passionate. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign and a fire sign, if these are two different people. If this is the same person, because, okay, I mean, we've got a King of Cups, we've got a King of Wands. So King of Cups is more assessive. King of Wands is more action-orientated, and I will take the action, right? Now, the young man the young female, the young male here is whizzing quickly and is starting to take action, starting to press on the accelerator and get moving. And because he's facing the past, it could be how someone was in the past. This is how they were when you met. And they've matured now, just like going from a page to a king, for instance. But we'll take more cards in the extended. Let's take 3 messages here. 3 love messages. Think of your person. And we will take more. We'll also take the Mystic Moon oracles to see what's going on in the psyche and in the emotions in the members only video. Looks like the timing cards will be taken. We'll take 1 timing card and we'll take another few more actually in the extended. Let's see, think of your person and what are they thinking relative to you. I miss you regardless of how things seem. I'm not the same person that you remember. And I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Wow. Okay, let's take a timing card and we'll also take a message from Spirit. Remember, timing is very hard to pinpoint. And let's see what the timing cards are telling us. Not likely. Not likely. So, and we've got Scorpio energy. So, not likely. And this is obviously not talking about time. So I'm going to take one more. Because not likely when? In the winter. Not likely in the winter. Or not likely now. And it may happen in the winter. I'll leave that up to you to decipher. Okay, and let's take a message from Spirit now. We will do another at least 20 minutes in the, if not half an hour in the, for sure, in the members only video. Let's see what Spirit is guiding us. I want to say a special thank you to Andrew de Apollonia. Andrew, my darling, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your reading. We'll be collaborating and I'm going to, if you are wanting, I would love to interview you. Let's have a chat here on Divine Debut 11. So if you're watching this reading, do comment beneath. And there are so many, how can I say, star seeds out there. There are so many people that are very in tune, very psychic, very aligned, and and through this channel and all these years, I've met so many of you, and it's just, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting to know the people who follow me and have been loyal to this channel, getting to know you. I've made so many friends on this journey, so it's been really, really precious to me, and I'm wanting to continue and interview some people here on Divine Debut 11 and share our experiences and our journeys. So I'm really looking forward to doing things like that. Expectancy. This is like the Empress for me. We see the flower, which is Venus, and the Empress is Venus. So let's read expectancy. Something you've been hoping for may not come about in the way you expected. Observe the image on this card without trying to understand it. Simply allow its energy, color, and vibration to flow through you. Know you are being filled with the infinite power of love. Fixed expectations may be blocking you and delaying the arrival of something far more beautiful. Surrender and trust are required. Expectation comes with limitations. There is beauty, opportunity, and glory beyond your imaginings. Being certain of how things should be can get in the way of seeing things as they are. Opportunity can come in many guises, so let go of the details and be open to the joys that may happen your way. So this does give us a lot of hope, and what it's saying is that things will not play out in the way that you expect them, but the way that they will happen will be even better. So trust in your higher self. There's the third eye. This is a very mercurial energy. And Venus also being, she's transiting through Gemini. So remember, Mercury is in Taurus and Venus is in Gemini. They're in each other's houses. So sweet talk, nice words, loving words can really, really work right now. Okay. And this card also says don't get stuck. So release any form of control, being fixated on a particular outcome. Maybe things need to happen in a different way than what you had hoped for or expected. So just release, surrender, and leave it up to spirit, my dear friends. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. We will continue this. As I said, the extended reading will go into more information in the memberships. So thank you for your love and your support. Don't forget to download Maryl Cup app. Now it consists of tarot as well, which I'm very excited about. I absolutely love it. I had actually downloaded another application on my phone where I could, take a few cards. Now I don't need to go into that because it's free, right? You download Maryl Cup app for free. You also get your first coffee scan for free, but the tarot readings are for free as long as you have the application, right? So thank you so much, everyone. I'll see some of you and whoever is wanting to support us and help us continue on this journey. I'll see you on the extended. Thank you so much, and we'll be back with more. Don't forget to press the join button so that you can see what we're offering in the memberships. Love and light, everyone. I will talk to you soon. Empress, Natalie, do expect your personal reading. I'll be doing that today. So love and light, my friend. And also, Paulina, your package has not arrived. It's the 6th of May. It hasn't come yet. So just letting you know. Love and light, everyone.